What's today? October?
It's Nudie Magazine Day!
Welcome back, kids. Today we'll be doing Asahi Super... No, we're not. I'm kidding. We're doing this one. Honda Monkey Bike from Hyper Rev. The Hyper Rev bike. Honda Monkey, Gorilla Monkey R, Monkey RT, and the Monkey Baja. There's not much really to talk about there. We've got a whole bunch here. Why are we doing monkeys? Because I have one and I think they're cool. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We've got some Asahi here for lubrication. Okay, over we go. Monkey Gorilla. We've got some exhaust pipes here, all looking super sweet. A RPM gauge that goes up to 120 kilometers an hour speed meter. I think I've done 80 was the fastest I've gone, and that was frightening. 120 on one of these would be, I can't even imagine, just plain scary. This is a digital control box. I'm not sure what it does. Hand shift timing LED. Hand shift. Okay, very cool little electronic box. I've noticed that I tend to spend too much time on one page, so we're going to try and limit that a little bit. So we're not going to go into too much detail. Besides, you can sort of tell from the pictures what's going on. We've got, what is this? This is the customized monkey power data. Wow. High and down muffler. Look at that. Holy crap. That's like almost 5 horsepower. If that's just the muffler doing that, that's pretty impressive. That's very impressive. Impressive. You double your horsepower essentially just by changing the muffler, if that's what that is. Very cool. Over we go. More parts than you can poke a stick at. This is like old school looking style. I don't know that much about monkey bikes, and I'm hoping to learn through these magazines and take you with me on this journey of learning about them. Lots of different muffler styles. This looks like a different style of bike altogether with a flat seat. This is the standard seat here. Then they've got the low boy here. I had one of those on my bike for a while, but changed it back to this one. I prefer it. I like the standard sort of styling, really. Your motor stand here, 88cc bore up kit. It's got a camshaft and all sorts of things. 88, this is another 88cc. Very cool. Over we go. More mufflers. There seem to be more mufflers than anything else. More than any other hop-up, or well, we call them hop-ups here, but what would you call it? Like customizational piece. Seems to be more mufflers than anything else at this point. But what's this? This is like gear levers and stuff. That's pretty dope. Like that. Oh, and this the thing for the shocks and steering stem. The steering stem kit lineup, very cool. 4-position back step lineup. Not sure what that means. Maybe we'll find out next time on Garage K. Maybe not. But we're dealing with parts from Over Racing. Super cool exhaust. There's a Monkey R there. Just straight, basically straight piped. We've got the extended swing arms. Pretty cool. Over we go. Here's the Monkey R. Very cool. They've actually got their own frame for it, which is pretty sick. Looks like it's got inserts here for something. What is that? Oh, that's the swing arm, the trailing arm bolt goes through there, and it's sort of well, it's got like a, what would you call it, like a bush? Do they have bearings that go in there or something? Not really sure. Sick though. What's it cost? What'll it cost, man? What'll it cost? Do we have a price? Oh, it's only $1,680. Well, it's out of my price range. And this one here, very similar type, except this isn't for the, that's for the R. This is for the regular one. The regular one is $1,500. Closer to 16 actually. No, I'll stick with the stock one. But yep, cool. Carry on. What have we got here? Some really, really nice wheels. Very nice wheels. I should get some new wheels for my monkey. Maybe one day, when I'm on that Tony Hawk money, on that Mighty Car Mods money. We'll see. Over we go. Keep going. The Immortal Pedigree. I mean, this is the original one. You notice they've got no suspension in the back at all. I was warned that if, like, before I got my monkey, I told someone about it, and they said, if you've got one of these, be very, very careful. Like, even something as small as, like, a manhole cover can throw you off, because there's just no suspension whatsoever. And it'll get you, man. You'll get wrecked. This thing's got a automatic clutch, too. Mine's got a manual clutch. The Immortal Pedigree. The 750M. Here we go again. This is more like, oh no, this has still got the auto clutch, but this is the, oh, this is 750J2. Mine's a 750J, so it's basically the same bike, except I have a manual clutch. On mine, I don't have the standard swing arm anymore, but I did put the standard shock back on the rear. I wasn't happy with the ride height of the raised ones. Over we go. Monkey Limited. That's there's a lot of chrome on that bike. I'm not sure how I feel about it. This has got a manual clutch. You can see this arm here that wasn't on the other bike. Over we go. What have we got here? Another manual clutch. Super 40th anniversary model. Like the seat. Who have we got here? I can't, it's Ishikura-san. Mr. Ishikura over here. I'm not sure who this dude is. It says Honda Motorcycle Japan, but I'm not sure what this dude does and why he's in the magazine. This is Senji Takigawa. This is Senji Takigawa. Wait, why have we got... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the text. Ha ha ha. The text is by Ishikura-san. The photo is by Azuma-san. And this guy is Seiji Takigawa. And Takigawa make a whole bunch of aftermarket parts. So I wonder if it's this dude. That would be interesting if it is. We're not going to read through all of that. That would take me hours. And we don't have hours. We've got minutes. Two great riders meet the Honda Monkey. So we've got these two dudes. Check out that K truck, and they've got two monkeys in it. They fit in there really nice. I mean, the Moto Compo fits in a Honda City very nice. You can get a couple of monkeys in the back of a K truck. Dare I say that's probably an Acti. Over we go. Look at like style in it. Absolute styling. I like this this style of kickstand. Mine's a single legger. I wouldn't mind a dual legger for mine if I could find one cheap. Over we go. We're still looking at the bike, and we're touching his wheels. Good thing he's touching his front wheels, not his rear wheels, because that would be something completely different. Old Love's on it. That's not a monkey. That's got something else, some other engine in it. But she's loving it. That's an old photo. Wow. Over we go. Yeah, we're having some drinks, having a chat, and we're having more of a chat here. Excellent. We're looking serious when we're explaining something down in this corner. This is dope. What is this? The Tama Tech kids bike. Tama Tech kids bike. It's a monkey, basically. Look at this thing. This thing's dope. Little electric motor. I can imagine this thing absolutely hauling ass if you change that motor out of it. That would be hilarious. Imagine rocking out in this thing and it just goes, "Nyah," and you just fucking leg it out of there. That would be dope. If this bike hauled ass, that would be sick. Look at the battery. I think we can modify these straight out of the packet and make something quick. Over we go. What have we got? Creative Factory Posh. Quite a famous brand with a weird name. This bolts on. It does. We got ignition coils and this stepping motor. 16,000 RPMs. That's a lot. Keep going. Look at this. 1961 Z100. That's very bizarre. Then we've got the 1963 CZ. You call it a Z or a Z? CZ 100. Another slick looking little bike. Like the petrol tank's bigger than the engine. And over we got the Z50M. This is probably the progression of the idea. It's interesting that this style of rear with no suspension carried through, but just the shape changed slightly. And yeah, kind of interesting the way they did that. It's not like that at all anymore. It's kind of just one piece and then you've got the swing arm. We've got lots of history here. If you're Japanese, you'll be able to read this. I'm not, so I can't. We've got overhead cam, 49 cc's, 2.5 horsepower at 6,000 RPM from the Z50. That's this one. What did we get over here? We've got 49 cc's and it was like a max of 15 to 20 kilometers per hour. This bad boy, 49 cc's, and it doesn't give us a lot of information about the speed or anything like that on it, really. Well, there you go. Over we go. History. 1970, the Z or Z50Z, cute little bike. We've got the Monkey Z50J. I believe the J is the Japan edition. Here's a JZ. Yo, pop the hood. What's under it? A Z50JZ. Here's another Z50JZ. 1978 models. Back to back. Look at that. You can see both sides. We're clutchless. Right over here. We're clutchless. Everything here is clutchless. We've got years with each monkey. Which monkey came out which year. We've got some chromey boys up here. 750JZ. The JF. Monkey Limited. The Monkey Z50JB here. We got the Z50JJ. That's kind of cool in white, I must say. With the grey. Well, grey is my favorite color. All black. The Z50JL. It's interesting. They've got the whole timeline. I wish like other cars had magazines like this, where it had the whole timeline of the different models. But then I guess no car really continues growing from what? What did we start at? 1961, and they're still making them. Damn. That's a long time. I don't even know what year model mine is. And we're still going. Look at this. 92, 97, 2006. Look at all these models. This looks like mine. It really does. The same colorway, everything. I'm not sure whether the colorway stayed the same or what. But yeah, that one looks like mine when it was original. It's not original anymore because it was modified straight out of the packet. Lots of little bikes on this page. Pretty cool, but there is a lot of text. What have we got here? In 2006, you could get a Z50J6 for $2,600. I'm not seeing... Oh, over here we've got the 1997, which was $1,990. Let's see if we can find that one. The 97 JV. The JV. Can you find it before I can? There it is there. The 97 Z50 JV. That was just under $2,000 when it was new. And they've gone up in price. They've gone up by, well, $150 now. Now I believe you can get like, well, not now, this was 2006, but in like now you can get fuel injected models too, which is crazy. 87, 88, 91, the Baja. The Baja. I wonder if they're going to have the Africa one in here, because that's pretty sick. Africa's a seriously rare one. It's got a massive plastic fuel tank on it. Looks very weird. The Gorilla, 78 to 85. Do we keep going? We do. 2007, they were still making Gorillas. What's the difference between a monkey and a gorilla, I hear you ask? Well, it's basically, as far as I know, just the fuel tank. It's got a bigger fuel tank and the handlebar setups. Well, I mean, see, even this one. This one doesn't have handlebar setup that's different to this one. Oh, yes, it does. Because this has got the over and like the what would you call that? Like a sheep horn style shaped handlebars. And the Gorilla doesn't. The Gorilla's got, my monkey's got Gorilla handlebars on it. That's not good. We'll have to change that back. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, so handlebars and fuel tank are different. What about the luggage tray? Is the luggage tray the same? We've got various luggage trays. I think they are the same. Yeah. Okay. Alright, handlebars and tank. I need to get some new handlebars for mine, it looks like. I don't want Gorilla handlebars on mine. I want either Monkey R or Monkey ones. Right? Of course you do. Over we go. The 2007, the latest model. Well, it's not the latest model because it's 2020. But yeah, the latest model of Honda Monkey and Gorilla. Gorilla. What do we got? We got lots of pictures. I just had to stop it and double check that the buzz from the fluorescent light wasn't coming out in the audio, and it's not really. It's there if you really listen to it, but it's the best we can do. I might have to upgrade the fluorescent to LEDs in the future, but it is what it is for now. Hopefully the audio is acceptable to your standards and we can continue. One thing I did notice while I was reviewing the footage is on the Gorilla, the seat, the tank, and the handlebars are different. The seat, the tank, and the handlebars on a Monkey are different to the Gorilla. So that seems to be the only difference. Let's keep going. The frame might be slightly different too, but nothing I can see. Over we go. Yep, the 2007 latest model. Lots of beautiful pictures. We've got a massive, massive air cleaner here. Pointing backwards. Not sure about that. Not sure what's going on there. Emissions control. Nice, nice tank. Dig that. We've got this side cover, which is pretty cool. This is the kind of handlebars that I want. This it kind of reminds me of the Moto Compo. Very slick styling indeed. Chrome happening up here, which is nice. Yep. AB27. BAAB27. Weird. The Z50M. Very, very cool indeed. Okay, over we go. Here's the 2007 Honda Gorilla. And you can clearly see that the handlebars are different style. So yes, my monkey has gorilla handlebars. I will need to rectify that. That will not do. Different fuel cap because it's different. Ooh, that seat looks a bit different, but it's not. We've got the different style side cover. Okay. I'm not seeing the differences here really. This comes with a toolkit. Oh, the toolkit will probably be in this cover here. Is there a difference between the handlebars? Not really. No. Okay. So, yep. Keep going. That's dope. Like, I'd ride that. That's pretty sick. I'm not sure that's a monkey though. That's something else. That's that thing from before, isn't it? Sorry, I'm gonna flip back. I can do that because this is my channel. I'm doing what I want. I want to have a look. What was that thing called? There it is. That's the Z100. I wonder if I get one of those for $50. Unlikely. Unlikely. Z100. I'm gonna check that. Z100. If I can buy one of those cheap, I'm gonna get one, and then we can do it up. We'll do it pink and green, and put Garage K on the tank. All right, it's a deal. That's sick too. Is that one? It is. So which is your favorite? Which, if I can find one of these two, which one should I get? I actually, maybe that one's cooler because the tank's so massive. But I bet you they're hella expensive now because they're probably rare. I just like how low this thing is. This thing's slammed. Like, yeah, I don't know if I'd ride it. Just build it and put it over there in the background. Wife would love that. Okay, keep going. Here we go. Purple's good. Like that. We've got some old, looks like some kind of concept things going on. We've got the white kid on the bike here. Just not sure what's going on. 1963, the Z100. At a fair, it's attached to a rail and you just sort of ride it around by the looks of it on the rail so you don't crash into anybody. Yep, look at these guys. See, I mean, well, yeah, which one, like, if you had to choose out of these three, which one would you get? I'm kind of thinking maybe that one, the CZ100. The Z100's slick, but I think the CZ is more quirky looking. And it's more slam hammer. It's hella low. Hella low. 1958. They were $100 in 1958. What have we got? The CZ100. Where are we? The CZ72. CZ100. CZ100. What have we got? Doesn't have a price. That sucks. Okay, no price. Well, carry on then. More parts. The complete engine 12V. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Mine's a 12V too. 12 volts flowing through it. So all these parts are for me. Custom parts. Disc brake set ups. We got the DAX. The DAX is pretty cool too. It's very different sort of styling though. Look how wide you can get. 4J rear wheels. That's nuts. Cool, but nuts. Look at that. Sick. I like the fat boy look, but I like the standard look too. It's kind of it's difficult to decide. Look at this head work going on down here. This is crazy. Ricky Monkey Dragster. Holy crap. They got some serious equipment going on here. Look at the extension so that you can take the old bike and then make it longer. So this is the Z50A. It's got that frame like that, which must mean that it's a Z50M. Maybe. It might be a Z50... It's calling it a Z50A, but I don't really remember the Z50A. But it's hella old style, and they've got a frame extension plate to go on there. Pretty sick. Over we go. Garage Neverland. That might be a better name than Garage K. What do you reckon? Garage Neverland. I have been referred to as Peter Pan before because I just don't grow up. So Garage Neverland would kind of suit me better than Garage K, considering that I don't only do K stuff. Here we are. This is like sick. This is the G Craft frame. It's billet. That's just insane. And then the Daytona engine. They've gone for like an oil cooler up the front here. Very slick G Craft mounts for the headlights. They got a dual gauge system happening up here. I need to get the dual gauge system. I think that would be beneficial to me. I'm not sure I like this style of handles. I kind of like the stock handle setup. Looks kind of like a race bike. I'm not really feeling it. The suspension is setting this up too high, in my opinion, for my taste anyway. These hoses here aren't exactly pretty. Here they are. I would have gone with something braided like this, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you have gone a braided hose around here? Rubber hoses? Nah, I'm not feeling it, especially for, you know, your flagship model. We've gone for a net rather than an actual filter, which is pretty wild. 124 cc's. That's a lot, considering that they're normally 50 or 49. Over we go. We've got the same bike on the road, Neverland, Garage Neverland, the GC010. Here's the dual gauge setup that I was talking about before that I like. Yep, a sort of a suede looking seat, which is pretty sick. They've got their own number plate system happening here. Over here, this is what you can see. You can see it without the fuel tank on it. Old mate's holding the trailing arm or the swing arm, so you can see what it's like. Pretty cool. The exhaust is pretty dope. This is jacked up though. I kind of like the slammed look in bikes and in cars. We've got, yeah, there's just a lot going on here, and I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I mean, we've got, is that actual Brembo on the front? I mean, seriously? That's nuts. Okay, but we're going over slowly. I'm looking at the prices on here. You can zoom in on this. Damn, them some price. There's some prices going on there. 680 for this, 1500 for that, 1500 for that. There's a lot of prices there. Yo, the Over Racing Project. Check out this frame, dude. Damn. We've gone for like a longer nose on this thing. They've changed the angle of the suspension, the front forks. Interesting. Alright, so the GoPro overheated. We're back. I can't charge and record at the same time, so it looks like I'm going to have to do this in sections. Right, we're at the Over Racing Project, the OV-25. This is seriously nice piece of kit. Beautiful. Again, with this style, I'm not too stoked on it. I prefer the sort of original looking style of Monkey, which this isn't. This is more, I mean, it's jacked up higher. I'd much rather have it lower. This kind of reminds me of like a 125 bike. But, I mean, there's pieces of it that I do like the exhaust support. I think maybe if you use shorter suspension, it would probably look better for me, and maybe change the angle of the front forks to less. Okay, the OV-25, we're taking a good look at this frame here. Yeah, it's just a beautiful piece of equipment, really. And we go into full details about how they've made it, different pieces. Super cool. We've got this style here as well, the OV29. This is more of a... It's just a different style, isn't it? Really. The OV22, yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not going to read too much, it'll take too long. But, I mean, you can see the different styles there. We can zoom in on that as well. What have we got here? We've got a Muffler Silencer by the looks of it. Not sure why I would even bother with that. Just leave it loud. Leave it loud and proud. The Moto Factory Air. That is interesting. They've got the old school bike and they've just made hop-up parts for that. It's got a little plastic tray on the back from a radio flyer. Not sure I dig it. What is this? Is that like is that a hand clutch? I have to look at that. Yeah, it's a shift. It's for shifting. It's not the clutch. This is a clutchless. It's got gears, but it's clutchless. So you reach down and you shift. I mean, it's novel, but I don't think it's something that I would have. Interesting idea, though. Okay, and we're going more details about it. We've got the battery located under here by the looks of it. That's going to get really dirty. Interesting. We're talking about the disc brake master cylinder setup. We've got the extension on the frame to make the bike longer. We've got tiny mirrors that would be totally useless. I'm not even going to lie, that would not work very well at all. We've got a cover here. I quite like the handlebar setup, but I'd go for something higher up rather than... It kind of looks like a bull's horn, don't you reckon? The way these come out the side like that. And then we've got this low style battery setup. Cool, but not my thing. Well, the RH Matsushima, that is more my thing. This is a racing bike. I don't think I'd ever ride one. I'd probably shit my pants. Too fast for me. Regular monkey's where it's at for me. Nice placement of the oil cooler. The gas tank or petrol tank there is really nice. Yep. All good. Super cool. Here it is with all the... oh, this has got that frame that we were looking at earlier. But it's got the cowlings removed. Big gas tank. That's really cool. I like the mudguard, the carbon mudguard on the back. I wouldn't mind one of those for mine if I could get it to fit. The way it comes around the side there like that. Super cool. I like it. This frame, yep. There's really nothing to hate on here. The single shock is dope too. Leaves the sides open. Yes, sir. Super cool. Whoa, a drag bike. We've got the, I can't remember what these, wheelie bar. We've got wheelie bars on the back. They're expecting to do wheelies. 14.7 quarter mile. That would be fucking frightening. Don't mind telling you. Switch setup's pretty cool. We've got some kind of sticker here of him and his sweetheart. Super low style exhaust, which is dope. I really dig that. I would go that on my monkey. Yeah, just that hella low setup. Not going to catch your foot on it or anything. One of the problems with my monkey is I catch my foot on the exhaust while I'm trying to kickstart it. That might fix that. Might be worse. Who knows? The muffler should be on the other side. Over we go. Super cool. We've got more information on this bike. I mean, it's just... There's just so much information. It covers, like, look at the suspension setup through the middle here. There's just so much to talk about. I don't even know. Like, look at that low-ass exhaust. That's dope. Special parts, Takegawa. Yes, sir. Cool. Would you ride one of these? Because I certainly wouldn't. This would kill me for sure. I'd get thrown off it, dead instantly. We've got an ad for Garage Neverland, which we already spotted. We're not going to do that. That's what we're going to do from now on this show, is that if we see it again, we're just going to skip it, because it just takes too long to see the same things over and over again. I learned that lesson in the last magazine. So Garage Neverland's not getting any more attention. We've got this is Bluster 2 Mini. This is a different style of bike with the front glass. It's just, they've just basically made, it looks like they've made a fiberglass cover for the light housing, or they've made a new light housing that bolts onto the factory location. That is cool. I wouldn't have it on my bike, but the fact that they're using the factory location to make something else, I think that's pretty dope. Yeah, okay. Over here we've got, check the great items for Monkey Customize. Exhaust system, chassis parts, crankcase, forged wheel. Over we go. S-Cut series, the 106cc. It's amazing that these things start with 50cc and you can double it. Like, it's incredible. Steering stem kit and swing arm. This is absolutely sick. I love this. This is cool. But this is gorilla style. I wish I could get something like that, but monkey style, with the let's call them sheep horns. Sheep horn style steering wheel. That would be much better for me. But like, look how thick the aluminium is on that. That'd be really rigid. One thing I don't like about my monkey is that the steering wheel, like the steering moves back and forward like this if you shake it, and I don't. It's uncomfortable. Something like that would make me a lot more happy to ride it. Holy crap, nice wheels. These are straight fire. The Spitfire. These, yes. Yep, like, loving it. Loving the style of these. I bet you they're well out of my price range. I'm not even going to look. They're made by G-Craft. G-Craft makes these ones. And, oh no, Gale Speed. Wait, why have they got... This logo goes to that wheel. This logo goes to this wheel. Okay, fair enough. And then what have we done over here? We've moved them back to the correct side. Alright. Fantastic wheels. Terrible commercial. The Tricorn Titanium Cyclone. They were trying to make that name as long as possible, and they succeeded. Yep, this is a nice looking exhaust. It stays hella low and underneath, and then pops back up. I'd still like to lower that bike a bit more if I could. Still sick. It's got the same, I've got one of those. Well, mine's not quite like that, but similar. Over we go. Prototype. It's a prototype crankcase. Look at this thing. This is nuts. Holy crap. Amazing piece of engineering. We got the Endurance Outer Rotor Kit from Revcon. I'm not sure what we're doing with this, but, well, it's actually CF Posh. CF Posh are doing the Endurance Outer Rotor Kit. Kitico is doing Revcon. Revcon looks to be some kind of rev controller. Not really sure. We're going to keep cruising. 5-speed racing transmission. I would like a 5-speed in my monkey, because like I think it's got a 4 in it now, and you get to 4th gear and it's revving its ring out. Not that I'm allowed to ride it that fast, and I've never done it on the road for legal reasons. Yep. Anyway, Kitico 8-inch tubeless wide tire. Cool. I mean, it's just a tire. I don't know what to say about that. Over we go. We've got SP Takegawa. This is parts and prices. We're not going to stay on that too long. Over we go. More parts, more prices, some dope looking stuff. But we're going to keep cruising. You know what I like? I like the ones that put a dyno graph on there, because then you know what you're getting. You really do. Like, again, we're not going to go into it too much, but I mean, this has got a lot of data on it. Super cool. This one too. There's a lot of data going on there. This has got 3. This has got 2. I like the ones with lots of data. Over we go. 1. This is just what it does. Yep. It makes a shit ton of power. This one 2. We're talking about different systems, pistons. Like, what does one of these cost? Looks like $1,200 for that kit. That's not really bad, really. I mean, if you think about it, you get basically everything you need to make dumb horsepower for $1,250. It's like done. Pretty cool. Rate it. Not a bad price. I mean, but this is only $240. So anyway, whoa, this is nearly $3,000. Okay, keep cruising. But I mean, how much horsepower do we get? That's a double overhead cam head. It's a double cam. I actually think my engine might be twin cam. Maybe. No, it can't be. It's not shaped like that. It's got to be single cam. I know it's high cam. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, keep on cruising. More engine parts that you can poke a stick at. We got the standard high cam shaft with the Ultra SE high cam shaft. Mine's probably that one. Don't know. Daytona's making bits. Everybody's making parts. It's all cool. Jun International. Yep, they're in it as well. Could be the same Jun. Might not be. CF Posh. They're at it. Yoshimura. They're doing it too. Clipping Point. That's a cool name. B Moon Factory. What if I don't want a B Moon? Special parts catalog. We're dealing with exhausts. Choose your favorite exhaust. What would I get? I've seen this quite a few times. I need something that, I mean, this is dope. This is pretty cool. Up high. That's not going to get in the way of you using the kick starter, so I like that one. But, I mean, some of these others, that probably wouldn't get in the way either, and it's still low. That's pretty sick. I'm not really a fan of these ones. Like, that's cool, like that. Hella low profile. Alright, keep cruising. What else have we got? We've got the what's that? Titanium carbon polish blue. Okay. Right, we're still on exhausts, it looks like. This is what I mean. Look at how many different exhaust options you have for the Monkey. Get yourself a Monkey, and then have all of the options. That's basically what we're learning here. You twin exhausts because why the fuck not? That's cool. The Striker. I mean, if you had a Monkey R, like, why wouldn't you go balls out with something like that? I probably would. Anything else of note? That's pretty sick. That's dope. It comes right up and across the front. Across the side. I can't really hate on any of that. That's dope. That's kind of keeping these ones. These are dope. They're keeping the standard style, but like making shit bigger. 88 up to 88 cc. They're saying for these ones. Super cool. Bar jar. I haven't seen the Africa yet. I hope it's in this magazine so I can show you. But if it's not, look it up. The Monkey Africa. That might be. Is that the one that I have? It could be. It looks very similar. No, mine is a. No, it's not mine. It looks similar to that one though. Beams MC. The MC's in the house. Most of these are on like the modern bikes, not the old suspensionless boys. So, that's hella low style. That comes out hella far though. Cool low bike, but that exhaust is too long in my opinion. Need to extend the frame back. Suspension. Here we go. There's really, I mean, like this one's got the extra tanks. But other than that, they're kind of all the same. So let's just keep going. Forks, front forks. Again, we're sort of looking at all the same sort of stuff. Wow, that's a lot of money. $1,100 for that. Okay, probably buy used if I'm ever in the market to do this sort of stuff. I think I'll get used stuff because hopefully it's half the price. I could never afford this stuff. Couldn't justify it. It's a pit bike. Just want to zip around in it. Front disc brakes, rear disc brakes. It's all had like master cylinders. The kits. It looks like a kit. $1,400. It's $1,000 to $1,500 will get you disc brakes by the looks of it. We've got different foot support setups going on, gear setups going on. It's all pretty cool. We got our wheel selection. Dope. This looks like old school car wheels. Very sick. Saw that one before. This is nice. What else are we doing? Tires. Yeah, I had those on my bike before. Now I've got something more like that, or more like this, the Falcon, more like that. Keep on cruising. More tires, intakes, so carburetors. Yeah, I've got a what is it? It's a Mikuni carburetor. I took it to the bike shop and they're like, that carburetor's shit and that's why your bike doesn't run properly. I'm like, oh, thanks. So he suggested I spend about $150 to $300 on a new carburetor. Didn't have the money at the time, so it is what it is at the moment. We've got air cleaners. I think I've got that one. It's just a air cleaner, nothing really to talk about. Engine stuff, pistons, cranks, gear sets. Yep, we're going to keep going. There's just so many parts. It's mind-boggling. Fuel pump. It's not fuel pump. That's an oil pump. What am I saying? We've got our oil filters. No, wow. I need another beer. Hang on. Yes. Oil coolers. I'm actually looking to get rid of my oil cooler. So if you own a Monkey and you want an oil cooler, mine will be up for sale. I'm trying to go for something. They've got this new style oil cooler that looks like this, but it's a bit fatter, and the whole oil cooler system is contained inside that one fitting that's a bit fatter than this one. And I don't race my bike, and so I don't really need one of these. I want something more slimlined. So I'll be selling my oil cooler setup. If you're interested in it, let me know. I've got one of those. It's very similar, but not the same. Mine's from Takegawa. Electrical systems. I've got that. I'm not sure what it does. It's CDI. Super Volts from CF Posh. That's the one I've got on my bike. I couldn't tell you what it does, but it's there. Over we go. We're doing more. We've got meters, which is like a gauge setup. $350 for a dual meter setup. That's a lot of money, but I mean it's better than this. This is $1,600. Hot damn. And I mean this is $360. SP Takegawa. Looks like we're going digital. Data M2. I might go for that one rather. Although this one looks more old school. The Kitako one. The Kitako might win for me. Old school style gauges, like with the sort of a slim, like much smaller setup for mounting than this one here, than the other Kitako. This 60 mil. Speed and Taco. This is Speed and Taco as well. But this looks more slimline, and I mean on a small bike, I don't really want anything massive. Do you? Don't know. It's up to all 3 gauge setup for all the gauges, all of them. Those are pretty cool. Interesting. Where's do they have like an old school Monkey setup that's upgraded. I've got these, and I don't like them. They don't grip my handlebars properly. I'm sure that those are actually it. They don't work very well. I saw online that you can cut up an aluminium, like a beer can, and use it as like a spacer to help it grip the handlebars, but I think I'll just swap back to stock monkey ones, if I'm honest, if I can find some. These are dope. They look like they're for the handlebars of standard monkey setup, which I would like. Maybe I need these. The normal handle top bridge. Yep, and looks thicker, so it's not gonna flex. Not gonna flex on you. 120 bucks though. I mean, you may as well go for this for 100, right? This is 120 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. If this lets you have the normal monkey one, then maybe that one. But I mean, this looks thicker, and it's already got the tops on it. Looks like a better deal. Over we go. Trailing arms that aren't called trailing arms, are they? Wait, did we miss the start of that? We did the chassis, but these are swing arms. Swing arms. I've got swing arms, but I think they're from China. I don't know which ones they are, but they all pretty much look. Mine look like that. They could be Kitako, but I don't think so. I don't really know. They definitely have that scoop out of it. I don't know if they have the hole in the middle, but they all kind of look the same, don't they? So I don't know which one I've got. It could be this one. Could be Neverland. Who knows? But these are fairly square. Mine aren't really. Nitro heads. Mini. Pretty sick. We've got bike stands. We've got... What's this? This is the... trike kit. Oh shit, you can turn it into a trike. If 2 wheels isn't enough and you need an extra one, this is for you. It's $1,000 and yeah, 3 wheels. Don't have to wear a helmet then. Oh shit. Like, I can't imagine not wearing a helmet on one of these things. They're fucking scary. Exterior, we got gasoline tanks for days. We got like an option of 5 options. Front fender, front mud guard. We've got different mud guards. Can I get the carbon boy for the rear? There it is. Is it? Time is the Saitania. That's kind of cool. I don't think I could ever use it, but yeah, it's kind of cool. This looks weird. It's a weird flex. Okay, that's like an extension out style. We've got different style of cowls for the bikes. Like that's $1,000 for that style. 400 for that. I mean, cool, old school bozo style cowl for the front there. What else? With little different tails for it. We got a little rear wing, like a GT spoiler. That's pretty sick. Can dig it. I don't think I want to pay $100 for one. We've got different luggage holders. That's pretty sick. They're not really luggage holders though, are they? They're kind of just like rear body sections. Yep, you've got the both sides side panels, because the Monkey only normally has one side panel because the other side has an exhaust on it. But if you've moved the exhaust, then a side panel is a good idea. Or you can get one of these. $200 for that. That's a lot of money in my opinion. Can't justify that. I got an oil catch tank that's that shape. Maybe it will show up later, but I don't think so. You got your lighting. Lights, there's a whole bunch of shops, special shops list. The custom file. Look at the dual exhausts. Probably going to see it all in the next few pages anyway. Dual exhausts. I mean, that's hella custom. 750J. Z50J. I mean, that's what I've got, but I mean, Mine doesn't look like that. Is it still a Z50J if none of the parts on it are from a Z50J? Like the frame, that's not a Z50J frame. It's a custom frame. And the engine, that's not a Z50J engine. That's a custom engine. I love the fact that it's a single swing arm. Love that. Tell me in the comments, why is this a Z50J when none of the parts on it are a Z50J? Don't get it. Now this is Z50Z. You can see they're still using the frame, right? So the base of it, the forks and everything else, it's custom, sure. But it's still a Z50Z, you know? They've upgraded parts on it, like they've changed it to disc brakes. I mean, they might have increased the horsepower, but they haven't swapped out an engine. So yeah, I give this is dope as fuck, but this kind of gets more credit from me because it still looks the part. This is just something wild. Over we go. Yo, look at that. That's pretty sick. Is that 4 exhausts? Yes, it is. 4 exhausts from Monkey Heaven. Monkey Heaven. This is a Z50J. See, I can see the Z50J there. I can't see the Z50J here. Sorry, I just can't see it. Over here, we've got little wheels. Little wheels are all the rage. 4 exhausts, road tires, little seat, little wing on the back thing. We're all customed up, mate. This is looking good. They've got the modified head on it. Very cool. Over here again, what are we running here? This is a Z50J as well. This has got a different swing arm on the back. Yep, super dope. 30th anniversary. What can we say about it? I mean, they've kept a lot of the 30th anniversary parts on it, which is cool, like the seat and the swing arm. And what is that? I'm not sure. It looks like a cooler of some description. Oh no, that's the exhaust. That's cool. That's interesting. Very cool bike. Yep, those two. Yes, yes, yes. All the way, May. Here we go. We've changed the frame. We've changed everything. It's got the tank, the seat. Does it have Gorilla handlebars? It's still got the tank, still got the seat, still got the luggage tray. Still looks like a Gorilla. Dope. I mean, it's twin cam. Look at that. What a freaking machine. That is sick. Over here, we're jacked up a little bit. I prefer this bike to this bike, even though this is a Monkey. We're running Gorilla style handlebars. They've been pretty active with their customizations. That is for sure. Lots happening here. The AC Mini. Over here, we've got a straight up racing bike, 750J. It doesn't look much 750J to me. Tell me what you think. M priming. A hell of a cool bike. But I don't see the 750J in it. Maybe it's because I'm a noob at bikes. And it's all there. I just can't see it. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. Or is it? Has the frame been extended? Don't know. This is more cool for me. It's kind of, I mean, they've got the standard looking exhaust. It might not be stock, but they've gone for like all the Takegawa upgrades for the motor. That steering, the handlebar, that top piece there is dope. That's from Takegawa. Looks like it's billet, and they're keeping the ram horn style steering wheel handlebars. That is sick. Like that. Really like that. Would go for that on my bike. Yeah, that's just a nice bike. I would like my bike to look like that. I mean, minus the exhaust. I'll keep the side exhaust that I've got. Thank you very much. Doing quite all right, thank you very much. Okay, over here we've got the Garage Neverland bike. It's looking a lot bigger than a 50cc. It probably isn't 50cc, it's 124cc. That's why. But it's really looking like a big bike. Not so much my style. I'm trying to keep things kind of compact. I'm even thinking about going back to the standard swing arm because I want everything to be sort of standard small size because it is a monkey after all. It should be small. But nevertheless, a very cool bike. I like the stay for the muffler. Over here we've got another 750J. I mean, we've gone for the extended long front forks by the looks of it. Different upgrades here. Again, we've gone for really cool handlebar setup. Exhaust bits, oil catch tank. Yes, all happening. Super cool. Wow. Monkey R by G-Craft. They've gone all out. Look how long the frame is. That's nuts. I don't know really what to talk about with that. That's just out of this world. That's a lot. Looks a lot bigger than a standard bike. Cool though. But I mean, I like the little mud flap at the back. That's pretty sick. Not my style. This is more me here. Gone for a flat seat. Not going to be very comfortable after a long ride. I've gone for a good looking steering handle. I keep calling it a steering wheel. Handlebar setup. We've gone for a longer trailing arm, but not so long as to be obnoxious. I think it's sitting up a little bit high. I'd prefer it down a bit lower. Yoshimura exhaust in a nice location. Probably burn your butt on it though. Don't know. Over we go. This is pretty sick. We've got the steering damper on the front forks. I'm not sure what that's for. That might reduce the chances of tank slapping. Tank slapping is where you're riding and the bike starts doing this and then you lose control and die. This is a bit silly. We've got a bar that goes across your gauges. Yep, don't rate it. But we're doing front and rear disc brakes, which is dope. Over here, we've got this is a nice bike. It's fairly simple looking. It's a 750J, which is most of them, actually. Things of note, big exhaust, probably loud. That's really about all I can comment on. Yeah, not bad. Okay, over we go. This is pretty cool, but I think if I sat on that, it'd compress it, and the number plate would touch the tire. That's the problem with my bike at the moment. One of the problems with my bike at the moment. The exhaust is dope. Cool wheels. Yeah, we've got this titanium style cover for the clutch and the oil catch tank. Over here we've got a speedy looking bike, looks quick. Down here a 750J by Kitako. That's a very stylish looking bike too. Would ride, 10 out of 10, would ride. I'm not sure, is that the RPM gauge? I think it is. Yes, believe that is. Dope. That's 124 cc's. That's a big upgrade from the 50 cc's it started off at. This is a 750J from SP Takegawa. They've got the title in the middle rather than at the top because fuck it. We've got a twin cam head, cool exhaust. I mean, it's all there for you to see, really. I'm not a fan. I used to be a fan of this. I'm not anymore. I don't like the idea of keeping the oil cooler all the way up there. There's got to be a better way to do it. I actually thought on the side would be better. This is dope. See the short wheelbase? See how cool that looks? I mean, this is cool, but don't you think that looks cooler because it's squashed? I like the short wheelbase. It'll probably throw me off if I had that because mine's 88. See, same actually. 88cc. Well, if he can ride it, I probably can too. But the short wheelbase is really sick. I like that. I do like the short wheelbase style. I need to come down a little bit. Get out of the light. Yeah. Yes. There you go. So, I mean, this guy, that's probably my favorite bike I've seen so far. That's dope. This is cool too. It looks fairly standard, but it's not. It's not at all. It's simple, and simple is best. There's a lot going on. Like, that exhaust is hella long, and you know, the suspension's been upgraded, but it's still a small bike, and I mean, the Monkey should stay a small bike. That's probably my favorite bike in the whole book. It's called a Monkey, but it looks like it's got a gorilla seat on it. Don't know. Over here, Monkey R. I mean, the Monkey R is that's a different class altogether. Sick racing bike. Down here, holy crap. I mean, the Terminator built a bike, and here it is. Or is it a Transformer? Not sure, but it's sick. Wow. There's thousands of dollars in that. Twin cam head. Oh, look at this front fender. Wow. Back here, it looks like a police bike. Cool. Very cool. Not digging the quad exhaust. It doesn't need that. It's not a Harley. It's just one exhaust will be fine. Okay. Right. Down here, this is a Monkey R. I was going to say it looks like a Monkey R. It is. Again, it's the racing style. It's jacked up. I wonder if that other one that I was not hating on but didn't like so much was a Monkey R, and I just missed it. It is. So it's a Monkey R. I mean, I wasn't hating on it, but I was saying I didn't like it as much as the other bikes. It's a Monkey R. It gets a pass. It gets a pass because it's a Monkey R, and their Monkey R's are just dope. So that's the end of that discussion. Yeah, they're a much bigger bike. This looks like the seat's been modified straight out of the packet, or they've made a like a fiberglass cover that goes over the seat. Stretched. Nice 110 by Mr. Neko. We've got lots of modifications going on here. This is yeah, impressive to say the least. This is your standard sort of racing bike look, which is cool. This too, very cool, with a twin exhaust out the back. Like, I don't really see the point of twin exhaust on this engine, but I mean, it looks cool out the back like that. Over we go. Look how compact that is. That is cool. That's cool. That's like, and look how low it is. It's low. It's compact. That's dope. I'm not sure if that's my favorite bike, but close. This compact look, like, yeah, I might have to do it. I might have to put the standard swing arm back on, because I really prefer that look. Really do. Who wants to see me work on my Monkey? Let me know in the comments. 750J, Monkey Heaven. 750J by G-Craft. This is Jack. This is a Z50J. This is not an R, but it's jacked up like an R. I much prefer this style to this style. Down here, this is the standard swing arm. That's what it's going to look like. But with the high exhaust like that, I'm liking this low exhaust myself. Over here, cool looking bike. Not a lot done to it, really. I mean, we've gone for front disc brakes. So the Monkey Z50J here, it's looking pretty modified. It's jacked right up, which I'm not liking. I want my bikes low like that. I wonder how much weight you can put on that before the exhaust touches the ground. That's the only thing I worry about. Or the shock bottoms out. Don't know. Garage Neverland have done another bike down here, and it's jacked right up. I don't know how I feel about this jacked up thing. I much prefer the low down. Let me know what you think. That's pretty low, but I mean it's I guess a standard. Let's call it standard ride height. Lots of like that's cool. Really like that handlebar stay part there. Don't even know what it's called. I don't know what the parts are called. A handlebar support brackety thing. I would like that if I could find it. If I knew where to buy it from. Looks like it's it's a billet top bridge. There's no price next to it, which means I probably can't buy it. Carry on the Super Monkey. Look at that thing. That's interesting. Cool, but it kind of looks weird. I think the proportions are strange. Dope looking bike though. We've got a bar jar here. Looks like it's ready for off-road, but has on-road tires on it. Cool nonetheless. We've got a street bike style. Not my thing, but pretty cool. Look at this guy. Dirty. The Dirty Style by T-Way. The tank's really short and the frame's really long. It looks kind of like I would say that's kind of like an Armageddon style bike. Like looks like it's been built out of junk. I mean, it's obviously not. It's a hella cool bike, but like the coloring of it and stuff looks like it's made out of junk. Very cool. I would probably go for a bigger tank to fill that gap, though. Personally, over here we're going. We've got more and more bikes. How many pages of bikes have we got? Probably thousands. But the thing is, none of them look the same. We've got a green one with a hella low exhaust. We're jacked up, but the exhaust is nearly touching the ground. This is supposed to be custom, but I don't actually see anything custom about this bike except for the old school bicycle box on the front there. The old box on the front. Yeah, okay. Jacked up to the moon. I mean, if you're 7 foot tall, your feet might touch the ground on this thing. It's got a lot of custom parts, but I just can't get with the styling of it. I mean, this is a drag bike. If you're into drag bikes, that's going to be you. Look at that thing. You have to lie down to ride it. Not my thing. This is a short wheelbase, but racy, up high. Good for turning, I suppose. Down here, what have we got here? This has got no cowl, no seat, nothing. Z50J by Matsushima. This has got his girlfriend stickers on the front. Oh, and we've gone to an advertising page of all the bikes that they do. The Ducati Monster here. Yep, I don't really know much about bikes, so I can't comment on that. Over we go. Monkey Engine Tuning by Kitiko. 124 cc's Ultra SE bore-up kit. Get that, put a twin cam on it, and boom. Probably not boom, actually. Probably zoom. Zoom. What have we got? We've got engine... tuning manual, the engine tuning manual. What are we doing here? We're letting the oil out, taking the exhaust off, so we're pulling the bike apart, basically. How to pull the bike apart. We've got our carburetor off. We're playing with the chain. Removing cowls, removing everything. Moving the clutch wire. Okay, removing the engine, basically. Here we go. Engine's out. We're completely disassembling the engine. Here we are. It's timing chain driven. Interesting. If you didn't know that, now if you don't know, now you know. Can't say the rest of that song. Yep, we're pulling the engine apart. It's all very pretty pictures, but I'm not about to try this. There's a lot of parts. Kind of frightening. And I've always said that bikes are easier than cars, but I mean, when you look at this, It doesn't seem so, but I mean, it's just Lego at the end of the day. I mean, every piece only goes in one spot normally. What are we doing? We're modifying the crankcase. I'm not sure why. We're using a drill. That's a mill. We're using a mill to bore it up for the 124 Ultra SE bore up kit. Cool. Okay, over we go. Now the crankcase. We're dealing with that. We're putting it back together again. Oiling different parts. Different crankshafts. Different parts comparison. Putting gaskets on. Installation of bolts. We've got a longer chain required for this. To be expected, really. The electronics. Use some of this 3-bond shit. You need it. Don't forget to torque up your bolts. Put all this stuff back together correctly. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. What are we doing? The clutch. The clutch. Here it is. The clutch is clutch. Again, don't forget to torque it up. Yep, we're installing our oil pump here. Like, this is a thicker oil pump than the standard one. Seems like you need to do it. We're going with a different side cover here, the crankcase, crank cover. Yep. Pistons. We're about to put our pistons in. We have to cut the gasket off so the head goes on properly. Interesting. And we're putting, I'm not sure if that's Loctite or some kind of lubricant, like engine assembly lube to put these bolts in. Probably the latter, the engine lube. Oh, no, it's no. It's Neji lock, so it's like Loctite. They're putting Loctite on the bolts. Head bolts get Loctite. Loctite them in so they don't come back out again. Installing the piston. That's the way. I like it. Look at the size difference of the standard piston versus this one. That's crazy. Okay, and you'd never know to look at it. You wouldn't. Okay. Yep. You can see the difference here. Oh, it's been ported out. Look at that. The exhaust is much bigger. Okay. Yep. It's all happening. Installing the chain. Do these up. Yep. Get that installed. Install all the parts. You need the oil cooler now. Add some oil to it. Put the engine back in. Yep, don't forget to put the engine back in, otherwise you're not going to have a good time. You're not going anywhere if you don't do that. Don't put the engine back in, you're not going anywhere. Different parts. That's a cool looking bike. Yeah, very cool looking bike. Weird though, it looks like a Photoshop because the front mudguard looks to be hitting the head. That doesn't look right. Something suspicious going on there. Monkey and Gorilla questions and answers. Yeah, we're not going to go too much into that. It would take way too long. Same here again. Yep. Voice from experts of Honda Monkey. These guys know what they're talking about. Over we go. Special parts, Takegawa. I've got a couple of their parts on my bike. Daytona make a lot of cool little knickknacks that I've needed, like fittings and things I've used. Kitoko. I bought some Kitoko parts as well. Yeah, I don't know what my bike's got for Kitoko. I know it's got Kitoko parts on it, but I can't remember what. G-Craft with the wheels, wheel delivery. Over Racing Project, cool looking wheels. Old Mate's the same photo with a swing arm. CF Posh, doing electronics. Mizumoto Racing with the complete engine. He's got some trophies in the back. All the GoPro problems. First was overheating, now it's a flat battery. Can't charge and record at the same time because it overheats. Don't buy a GoPro. That's all I can say. Not for vlogging anyway. For doing outdoor shit, maybe. But then you're limited to how long the battery can last anyway, and that's not super long. So I've gone back. Over Racing Project. It's got with the wheels, Garage Neverland, Old Mate holding the same trailing arm or swing arm that he had before. CF Posh with all the electronics, and Mizumoto Racing with the full engine. Over we go. Yoshimura Japan, they're king of exhausts, I reckon. They do great exhaust systems. They always look awesome. They do head stuff as well, but looks like Necto Pro Racing. Something going on there, something small. Not sure what it is. The headwork from Jun International. Moto Shop M. They got a cool little bike out the front and lots of little parts on display there. Tools. Yeah, something from 2625. Not really sure. Don't know. Oh, that's probably the book. Oh, it's the book. Okay. Right. Monkey engine. Stuff about the monkey engine. It's all there. 6V versus 12V. What's the difference? Various little things. The oil pump there. That's the only real piece I know. Yep, black and white pages of text are not going to be investigated further. We're just going to sort of cruise through it. Yep. Still cruising. Wow, not really sure what's going on there. Looks like a shop list where you can buy the stuff. We've got a half a monkey here, and we're on the back page of Special Parts Takegawa. All here, all the parts, all the time, and that is it. See you again. No, probably not. I'm not sure I'll read this magazine again. But it will stay in the collection just in case there's some part I need and I want to flick through it to see what part that was. Did you learn anything about the monkey? I did, but I couldn't tell you what it was specifically. That is it. That is Hyper Bike Honda Monkey Volume 25. See you in the next episode. Later.